And we did see that the sentinels on tracks, they don't like going into like the more like tangled parts of the forest, right? They would have a hard time physically getting into these places. So that whether that that's just a bit of information that it is possible to lose them if you go deep into the wood.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
the only thing I can
All
think
right.
that I'd like to add,
Yeah.
right, is coming out of your flashback, and as a result of that flashback, quote unquote, suggesting that we engage in violence against the Sentinels is a real mild way of putting Gamma's attitude after having had that flashback. I believe at the time it was described as there for Gamma, there is no choice but to choose violence.
Yes, Ted radicalized me, Sean, the player,
Yes.
with that flashback.
Yeah. You're not alone here. I was with you.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, to be clear, it did not take much convincing. But also,
Did my job a little too well.
I think yeah, Drake was like first to run. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's go.
Right, but also, it wasn't like you were like, "Hey, guys, I was just remembering what happened to my wife, and if y'all are cool with it, I think we should probably try and fight a little bit." It was, no, like, it's on.
We did
We got
decide.
real radicalized real fast once we got to
Yeah.
this cat's ride.
I think we did at a later point, as we're talking about the fallout of the events, we were all like, yeah, maybe that we went off a little too crazy. Maybe we actually should have seen what was happening and then decided, but hey, we're making omelets over here, you know?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so one thing that I Ted made the mistake of, which doesn't change anything dramatically, but does answer at least one of the points that was brought up. The Sentinel that you all dealt with at the Cat Enclave, there was in fact, I misread this description. There was in fact one major difference to its appearance, and instead of having the normal tank-like treads, this one actually had legs, servo legs, built more like an insect. They're not like human legs. It's not walking around on two legs. But it is visually distinct from the Sentinels that you have faced thus far. Whether the self-destruct is limited to those kind, or is, as you said, being wired into all of them as they've been getting destroyed, that remains to be seen. But at the very least, this was a visually distinct type of Sentinel.
Good. I know that definitely would not have changed our thought process then, but very good to know. Moving forward, that like potentially we know either all of them have bombs or maybe those ones have bombs. That still the question remains of like what exactly happened there.
Yep. The other thing I will remind you, and is I think one of the reasons you all, in addition to healing and letting the heat die down, the expression machine is not yet in full working order. If I remember correctly, the comprehend roll for the gearhead to repair it did not. It was a partial success in terms of it was not a failure, but it is not the expression machine is not fully functional yet.
Yeah, we need tools. We need the right tools.
Yes, and obviously it will be a little difficult to fully test without some sort of power source. The most obvious being the fact that the lodge has power. You all have settled in at Pluto 53's cave den. He has stepped out to acquire more supplies for his healing potions, seeing how hurt everybody was, and you all having requested his help. The memory of the drone and sentinel sweep, not that far distant, You all are taking it easy and letting him go ahead and do that sweep on his own and settling into rest, which actually, if I remember correctly, the rest has taken place, right? Because someone used the teddy bear, food and water. I have it in my notes that somebody got water from Drake. So
Yeah, I did.
okay,
Yeah,
Okay.
we should have spent the time, the healing time, in
Okay, so
using
that-
those
okay.
resources.
yeah, that's what I thought. So that rest has taken place.
Oh, we get 2 Pharaoh points,
Yeah, everybody gets 2 Pharaoh points. Add them
Up
to
to
whatever you
10.
already have.
back to 10.
Oh, I got a crazy amount of Pharaoh points. Oh. Oh, it's starting to get crazy.
It is getting into, even with your rest, getting into the early evening. You would actually come back from, not early evening, early morning. You had come back from the ski center to the cat. Excuse me. Oh my god. 1 second. Had come back to the cat outpost a little bit after noon, and then between waiting for your companions to return to their senses and the time taken in traveling and resting, it is at this point early morning. You have slept through the night. The sun has begun to rise. The cave itself remains fairly cool throughout, although the last bit of the embers to the cooking fire are currently being stoked a little bit, rekindled into life by Pluto 53, who looks around as each of you begins to stir and just nods over to a table that has been spread with some breakfast grub.
Oh, thanks. I'm starving.
A bounty if I've ever seen one.
Well, thank you.
Um, so, shall we continue to hide about here or make our move?
Uh, oh my God. Did we just get in? If I
I don't know. Maybe we should try and sneak around here a little bit, see if we can't get any indication as to whether there are any sentinels or drones is still in the area looking for us. I imagine the other thing, now that I think about it, we should probably do is if we're heading back to Dogtown, what are we going to do about the sentinel and drone presence there?
oh God.
Hmm. Perhaps we could, I don't want to change clothes. I like this jacket. But maybe a disguise?
Oh, if we could just get one really long jacket, then could pile up on each other's shoulders. Look like one a big animal.
Oh.
Mm. We could pretend to be a moose.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be something. We'd have to find a way to get antlers, but without a big coat, I don't know how we'd pull it off. But I
Hmm.
Oh
suppose
fuck.
the first order of business is making sure that the coast is clear around here. Did you see anything out there, Pluto?
Not when I was gathering food this morning, no.
Hmm.
Hmm. How are our stores? We've gone through quite a bit. Do we need to forage?
Oh, well, that's an excellent question. I don't want to take advantage of your hospitality, Pluto 53. Do you need us to replenish the stores that you've shared with us?
I,
I mean, wouldn't hurt, but I'll be able to find more.
you know, if you want, I can go out and hunt, and that gives me the space to go see if any watches around, while also setting up traps for food and collecting water.
That that sounds like a great idea to me. Let's you can set some traps. I can go with you just to keep an eye out on things. And if all goes well, we won't see any drones or sentinels, and we'll get some more rations.
Well,
Then we can head to
yeah,
Dogtown.
that's great. That's great. Okay. Um, if we are moving this forward, right? Just in case, this is just in case. If we do, if me and Hugh starts getting chased, we don't want to come back here. So we should probably think of a neutral, like another area to reconvene if it's been too long since you last seen us.
Hmm. Someplace they'd never look for us. Oh, great idea. The Western Forbidden Zone. They'd never expect us to meet there.
Uh,
Are, let's see. Or are you saying meet by the gate by the West Forbidden Zone or be in it?
Oh, in it, of course.
Hmm. I,
maybe a meeting place that's a little less. How about by the Western Forbidden Zone?
I
Hmm.
think that's really good, actually.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, pretty good. Good idea.
I mean, worst case scenario, we could duck in if we really needed to, but also we wouldn't be in it. And I'd like to avoid going in it if we can at all.
Well, I mean, it can't be that bad. I mean, Pluto made it out.
What? No, I never went in.
Didn't Drake here bring you into it and leave you?
That was another guy, right?
No, I mean it was Drake that was supposed to take me there, but we made it a little bit north of here, but not all the way into the zone. No, we
Oh.
ran into we actually never left we never left the dog habitat. We were close to the forbidden zone, but we met one of those weird watchers with the glowy face, and then Drake just let me go.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. So we're not going into the Forbidden Zone. That's what I'm
Not going into the
hearing.
Forbidden Zone.
That's great.
Why don't we? A bit of a trek, but if so, you're saying if you go missing, where do we meet up if we're separated? I mean, our goal is Dogtown, so I think that's a good one. But the other would be, I suppose, the helicopter.
I I think that is also a great spot, right? Those both good spots. I feel like the helicopter, we all know that like that real general location, like when you say the West Forbidden Zone, it's a lot. There's a lot of ground that can be covered there.
Okay, so let's say this. If we find ourselves in trouble out there and we don't return back here, we'll meet up at the helicopter. If we
Mm.
go to meet at the helicopter and that's too hot, then it's to the Western Forbidden Zone and we'll hang out by the fence and look around there for each other. Is that the plan?
Mm.
That works for me.
Sure.
All right.
What if we met at Peak Cabin, though?
How?
Well, I don't know. How would we get anywhere?
That seems like an awfully difficult place to get to.
Hmm.
We're,
All
we're
right.
going to go up there in the cold. Me and you.
Well, I mean, Drake will carry me. I don't know what you'll be doing.
I'm gonna look at Hugh.
Oh, you're going to carry me? That's awfully nice.
Oh fuck. Yeah, he can't. He can't carry me, man. Yeah.
Okay, we get separated. We meet at the helicopter. If it's crazy there, we go to the Forbidden Zone because that's crazy, crazy. And then the super crazy is the cabin.
Agreed.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Hmm. Well, it sounds like foraging needs to be done. We'll resupply what we can. In the meantime, I think I'm going to spend a little time around here. Maybe make a totem. See if I can peer into the future a bit. Our path is very clouded at the moment.
That sounds like a great idea. Any clarity that we could get would be super helpful.
All right. Okay. Are we heading out? I think. Got it. Right.
You lead the way.
All right.
All right. Sounds like you are headed hunting while Gamma stays behind to build a totem. Go ahead and give me that hunt roll.
All right. Oh, got it at the bottom
And
here.
Hugh, you can give me a scout roll while you are both at it.
Mm-hmm.
Three successes on the scout roll. Hunt
I'm
roll.
gonna push on my hunt roll.
Okay. Two successes.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice.
Let's
Each
go.
success giving you 1d6 items of food and or water. Or food or water, but you have two successes, so you have 2 dice to decide. 2 food, 2 water, 1 die of each.
Oh, one die of each.
Did I have that right? But I'm pretty sure. Remember. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna roll 2d6 and just
First one food, second one water.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 2 rations of food and 4 rations of water.
You could get a lot of water here because there's a lot of snow.
All right. Hugh, while you are out and about and I'm not going to say shadowing ODB because I'm guessing that in terms of hunting, having a non-hunter with you is going to make that a little more difficult. But staying within visual distance and keeping your eyes peeled for watchers. With where you are, there are definitely my pencil fell apart. There are definitely not the thick throngs of drones in the sky that you were finding
Mhm.
yesterday while you were being chased. The ski lift area in general actually seems to be fairly devoid of watchers. You do have it is a little difficult looking uphill, obviously, because uphill, but downhill across the way from you, it does seem that the watcher presence has dispersed. You can think back to when you were all leaving the lodge and heading up to the cat territory, that there were the dog territory was more stationary groups of watchers as opposed to the more mobile patrols of the cat habitat. And you think at this point that with things settling down, either they have moved up to the cat habitat or they have gone back to their checkpoints and blockades instead of being active patrols. So the route between where you are and the lodge, probably safer to traverse than it was yesterday. Actually, definitely safer to traverse
Gotcha.
today than it was yesterday. There, you don't see any of the aerial patrols that you were seeing yesterday. It will take you a couple hours to hunt up that food and that water. In the meantime, Gamma, you are scrounging around the cave, or are you looking just within the immediate vicinity for supplies for your scrap totem?
I was gonna do like whatever could be found like around locally. I was gonna actually make a fair amount of it out of like twigs and twine, and like if there was like loose metal bits or whatever, right, to
Mhm.
kind of plug in and fit as needed. Because I figured it'd be more wooden since we're more in a naturey environment.
Sounds good.
Ooh, I'm making it was gonna be sad dog, but I think like happy dog. That's it's like a smiling. I kind of wanted to make the dog Monopoly piece, but I don't know if a dog on all fours is insulting to these dogs. So I think it's just like doggish head with like vague body, you know.
Okay. That
Let me
sort
see
of
if I-
quadruped dog would be considered one of their feral ancestors, so not entirely insulting, as long as you were not, making somebody into just a
yeah, it's two dogs going at it.
give me the scry roll to build your totem.
Fuck.
Hey, one success. That's all we need.
I'm just realizing how art and crafts like Gamma is. Like he draws, he makes totems, all this.
You have 1 hour. Do you want to push, or are you going with one?
I'll just stick one. For these totems, it's like it's more about having the thing than like it holding a bunch of successes for me. That's just like a if it happens a bonus, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I think of these things more like as like tradable items for something.
Yeah, that's fair. No notes. Sorry.
I do have a question, just while we're thinking about totems. Hugh gave the cat totem to a, what's her face, right? If I got that totem back, would it still have the one success like tag to it? Mechanically speaking.
As long as it had not been used in a scrying in the meantime, yeah.
It's crazy. Okay. I consider it gone, but interesting to know.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can understand, or as far as it seems to me, that this is an item that you have created, and until it is used and consumed, it doesn't have a shelf life like a healing potion does. So yeah, until it's used by you or by someone else, if one of the cat seers uses it, then it would not still have that success. But yeah, there's no like expiration on them.
Cool.
But yeah, you can find all sorts of natural bits, and there is in fact some scrap metal blown down from either the ski lift or maybe when the fence was damaged. Enough that you can find to build your totem.
Hell yeah.
It is approaching midday when you all have completed your tasks and reconvened. There are no watchers following you, none that seem to even be flying overhead. So you don't have to go. You don't have to meet up at the. I feel like some of those choices were just like a game of chicken. Like, go ahead, Ted, chase us. See where you have to lead us now.
Bro.
I think it was less of that and more of like, I know as players we're very interested in the cabin and the Western Forbidden Zone and seeing what's going on in there, and like trying to play the characters, but also like scratch that itch for the players continues to pop up.
You're back. Success?
I guess I'm probably, damn. I was gonna say rabid, but I realized there's rabid people in this game. Probably small game. I only got like 2 rations. I don't know. Good old, but
Well, who's low on food? I have 1 ration here, but I have food stored at the terrarium. Should we head back that way?
anybody low?
Yeah, I'm out. I had to consume everything I had just to get myself back to right.
Shit.
And you, Big Al?
I like, sir, I am. I'm actually okay. Uh, if you can take them, you can take them in.
Hugh, you take them. That way we all have food for today. I'm actually good on water as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, we're good on water. I got we'll probably bring out like 4 4 water skins. It's it's just the things to hold the water at lightly.
It's water in a cube. It's portable.
All right, so mechanically, how many rations and how much water is there that I can take?
There's 2 rations and 4 water.
I'll take 2 of each. Thank you very much.
Okay, we
Ooh.
got 2 extra water here.
Do you still need water, or does that bring you to 4 water?
I mean, I'll take all 4 water if no one else needs it. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
I've
don't
got
need
the
it.
weight for it.
Oh, I'm gonna keep one of the waters.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Okay.
we're gonna consume ration and water today anyway.
Right.
Right.
Pluto, you want water? You want a water?
Sure. I mean, you can leave whatever you can't carry. You can leave it here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I think you're good. I think let's see. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Uh, I could probably go later, but then I'm tired. I'm gonna be honest. I'm too old to keep going back to back with them.
So
Hmm.
you all are really going over to the lodge?
Sure. Do you want us to check in on someone?
Oh, no, no, oh, no, it's much better if they don't know I'm alive.
Sure, but maybe you want to know if they're alive.
Um, no, no, not right now. Um, thank you though. I
Mhm.
might take you up on that some other time.
Hmm. Pluto, if you ever find yourself needing to flee from this place, as a member of the Resistance, I would urge you to find shelter with those like ourselves, but if that isn't possible, you would be welcome in the terrarium, but you'll need a mark or else they'll just eat you when you try to get in.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, they're gonna rip you the fuck to shreds.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're cool people though. Once you get to know
They're super cool. Look, we're all very cool there. It's just, we defend our borders and most of our tribe just eats anything.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, that seems like a good reason not to go there, though.
Hmm. Well,
It's
if need be, you know us. Just tell them you're a friend of Gamma's, uh, seer for the terrarium, and
mm,
that you have important information for me. And you're
Okay.
welcome to stay at my den. It's nice, wet. If you'll be very moist.
Okay, I know. Gamma, seer of the terrarium,
Oh,
and I can stay.
probably not Gamma though. You probably want to say, Bieber 93.
Oh,
yeah.
you said Gamma, and I don't think
Oh,
I knew your other name, but Bieber 93. Got it.
Gamma's my war name now.
Is there
oh.
anyone else that if I anywhere else that maybe anywhere closer, not across the river?
Hmm.
Oh. Um.
Uh, I mean, you could head over to the Badgers. Dad's in charge over there.
Use
You,
dad. Okay.
no, well, again,
Yeah.
Hewlett Packard. That's my war name. Iserman. I'm Iserman 19. My dad is
Iserman 19.
Yeah, my dad's Iserman. I think it's 33.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you head over there, um, chances are pretty good that if you say you know me and that you help keep me safe, that they'll probably extend you the same courtesy. I mean, he already knows that I'd run with some people from the dog tribe, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise.
Okay. Iserman
Mm-hmm.
19
Mm-hmm.
and
Though I
Bieber
suppose if
93.
you were in greatest danger, I would flee this area completely. Maybe go on the longest journey to the rabbits.
Oh,
Oh no,
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 no. The rabbits do
no.
not like
Bro.
any of the
I need to
other.
tell Gamma. Oh my god. I remember one time it was me and a hunting party. They we started to get a little close to their territory. Yeah, it was our fault. Um, what I tell you, I seen like 10 of them that start coming at us. We got the fuck out of there. Oh my god.
Yeah, they don't like meat eaters
Look, I
very
I
much.
think
But
if it gets real bad and you get real squirrely and you just don't think that you can trust anybody, I think what you got to do at that point, as crazy as it sounds, is head past the cat tribe and past the ski lodge and make your way up the mountain. And there's a cabin up there towards the top of that mountain.
The
Nobody's
haunted
going
one?
up there. Yeah.
And if you happen to find yourself up there, maybe you could, get the place ready for us, when we get there.
Ah, I'll definitely think about that. There's no reason that things should be getting really bad for me here, right?
No, I don't think so at all. I think it's completely unnecessary. I'm just suggesting that in the worst case scenario, based on what we've heard talking with people, everyone's terrified of that place. No one can give us a
Us.
reason why they're terrified, right? But everyone's terrified of that place, which means it's the one place that we know someone can probably go and not be found. And
Okay.
if we come back here at any point, we'll look in the terrarium and we'll look with the Badger tribe. But if we don't find you there, we're heading up to the cabin.
Okay. Yeah.
Just staring at him with my like cold lizard eyes. You're perfectly safe.
Okay. Well, I will keep all of that in mind. And
Pluto, you need a war name now.
Oh shit.
oh, like what?
Like
Like what
Dr.
is?
Death.
Oh yeah, that fucks.
Uh, that doesn't feel very me, but
Hmm.
Um
I I guess I
What
can.
about Dr. Doom?
oh Doctor wait. Oh
I'll,
yeah, that's
I'll
good.
I'll give it some thinking. I'm sure I can. I'm sure I can come up with something.
The Stage of Pain.
You know, I
He's
just
he's a healer.
A
oh,
deadly healer.
wait,
Oh God, I
huh?
hope not. Did my potions make someone sick?
Oh no, they're top tier. Very good, I think.
Oh yeah, no, they're great.
Had 2 this morning. Delicious.
Oh my god, you should have seen how good Drake looked after it. Um,
Oh, phew.
What about just the doctor?
mm,
Who?
The doctor.
Who?
what
We
about
are not doing this bit.
You're not doing this bit.
I think you guys already did. I don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
fully committed to that bit? I fear. That's since we're in this little tidbit of downtime, since we're on these names and all of this, why did you guys pick the name you pick?
Mm. Well, I came across some old human knowledge, and they spoke of a force of nature that changes things. And we're changed, and this force of nature was referred to as a gamma. And I thought, well, change is all there is now, and it seemed to fit.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's very cool. I like that a
yeah,
lot.
that's,
Me,
that's a good one.
throughout my scavenging, I've over the since I've been scavenging, I've found a few things here and there, some bunch of gray boxes with wires and things inside, and some other boxes that have a bunch of buttons on them that you can press. Some that have letters and numbers, and some that just have numbers. But the one thing that was consistent on all of these boxes was the name Hewlett Packard. So I figured that
Oh,
Mr. Packard must have been a very important human. And so I named myself after him, Hewlett Packard.
oh,
Hmm,
oh, that's a good one.
very good.
Oh,
What about your name?
I remember this when Esperanza was a way younger hatchling. Uh, she brought me this little this pamphlet. It it like folded out into multiple sections, and it had one of my ancestors on it. It seemed like it was them lined up walking. I don't know to where, but it said I can't remember. It was a big word. The elevation of L, and I never got to finish the last word because it was really wet by the time it got back. So I kind of ripped it. It was just fucked from there.
Well,
So
you're the biggest L I know.
thank you. Oh, okay. I really wanted to know. I just wanted to know why everybody picked the names. Uh,
This is
okay.
good. That way, if one of us dies, we'll know something about each other.
Hmm. Yeah. Hopefully none of us die. It's a
Mm,
strong chance though, so be prepared for that.
Increases by the day.
Are you talking about no?
Hmm?
Nothing.
Oh, all right. Well, should we lay low for today, move out tomorrow, or do you think we should make a move now?
Hmm.
I don't know. Things looked pretty calm. I say we go for it now.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just have to rough it through the denser part of the forest.
That'll be okay. You're here to guide us.
Okay, that's great.
Sounds like you are heading along the eastern trail side. Let me pull up my map, which I had up, and I'm not sure why I closed it.
What do we need to do to get the expression machine fixed, Adam? What do you need?
It sounds like um I can't make any more rolls until I get somewhere that's got some tools.
Hmm.
And so my thought is we'll get into Dogtown. I will go um I will go to Gregarian 11, show them that I've got it, and be like, hey, like, let me borrow some tools so I can fix this thing for you.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we can try and barter for some tools in Dogtown.
I think going to Dogtown and seeing about either he has some or knows somebody. I mean, Dogtown probably also has scavengers, but
Right.
I mean, whether Gregarian is one or not, but
Oh,
I don't know like how much you want to like show around this thing, you know.
Oh, I absolutely do not. Like, the one person that I'd show it to is Gregarian because he's the one I'd be trading. He's the one who has the Emp rifle, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
Then it sounds like that's the best
Yeah.
plan of action.
Just right. To just go to him and be like, look, I've got it. I can fix it. Right. You're a massive trader. You've got to have some freaking tools around here.
Hmm.
Like, give me an opportunity to fix this thing and we can get the deal done.
Um, okay. Is it? I like that. I honestly do like that. Do you like? Do you have a estimate though? 'Cause like there is a steady like watcher presence in the dog tribe.
Well, I mean,
I guess we could hang out in
my
Alloy's
guess,
car though for a while.
right. My guess is, right, it'll take a few hours, right? I've got the mechanic talent that doesn't directly apply, but I think, and certainly Ted, correct me if I'm wrong here. I think um, thematically the rules sort of make sense, and the mechanic talent just starts off with you can repair any piece of gear that has lost gear bonus. Each attempt takes a few hours and requires a comprehend roll. And so I sort of figure like although the expression machine, at least as far as I know, doesn't necessarily have a gear bonus associated with it, um, it
Yeah,
still sort of makes
mechanic
sense.
gave it a gear bonus just to figure out how many successes you would need for that roll.
Okay.
Um, so
Yeah.
to get it fully functional, you're partway there.
Yeah.
It's exactly like you said. You just need some sort of change in the circumstances, which, like you said, getting a new set of tools or getting a fuller set of tools, combined with a comprehend roll and a little bit of time,
Mhm.
that's all you need.
As for the Sentinels, Oni, I was thinking about that as well. It's like we don't know exactly how they work, right? So like, do they know who? I don't think they know who we are, but do they know what we look like specifically? We don't know. Um, obviously, like as players, like it seems obvious that they're recording everything, right? Because like they're all looking at everything, but we don't know that that's how they operate. Um, I think that like we're just like I'm just another frog, right? You're just another lizard. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of us animals all over the
Yeah.
place, right? Um, I do think that maybe a little disguise might be in order, right? Like maybe we see if we can like go in no jackets, maybe exchange a jacket or try to buy new jacket. You know what I mean? Like I
Flip it
think
inside out.
flip it inside out. Yeah, dude. Doing something to alter our appearance a little bit, might be useful. I was thinking of like shoving our jacket like in Hugh's pack or something like that, right? And then we can. I like the idea of maybe seeing if we can trade to a new design, or maybe trade to another thing because I like still having a jacket. I feel like having a jacket is better than the blanket because the blanket, like, I just don't see a blanket on me all the time, you know?
You know, you know, yeah, I think we can do that, right? I think like have like ODB roll around in dirt, get like a nice like brown tonish on them, so you won't like not all green like it usually is.
Yeah, we could wallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
We
that idea. We put the jackets in Hugh's pack, wallow in the mud and muck.
You don't, you don't think Beaver would look good in a serape?
I think he can pull off quite a bit. That body, yeah. He's all legs, baby. How thin that waist is? Come on.
Oh God. No corset, by the way. No corset.
Not needed.
Yeah, I think I like that. I like that. We got to plan this thing. Like, we got to plan.
Wow.
Let's
All
watch it
right.
go to shit.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
It's- you sound so pessimistic. Jeez.
Bro. I just know we have this plan, and I just know this plan is too good to really work. It's too good to really work.
All right.
Let's go.
So you are setting out for the lodge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll stop by some we're good at finding moisture. We'll find some, kind of muddy area and slip in.
I'm gonna do like a dust bath. Like get in the
Ooh, dust
dust.
bath. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get caked up in mud.
Yeah. Yeah. You're the wet, like you're the real wet moisture guy. I'm
Oh,
the dirt
Gamma's
guy.
caked up.
Try guy. Are you kidding me? All those squats he's doing.
Yeah.
All right. Setting out from Pluto's den, keeping to the forest, keeping to the tree line instead of going into the ski side, does provide you with a certain amount of cover and protection from the. I'm not clicking that Discord notification.
You're lost.
Does provide you with a certain amount of protection from the Jesus.
Just frog butts.
Good lord.
I'm seeing these file names. Y'all are killing me. It does provide you a certain amount of protection from the watchers, especially the drones overhead. You can find a spot where the trees thin out a little bit and run into the snow that seems to be rather ever present on the ski lines, and find an area where it has begun to thin out and melt and result in a sizable enough mud puddle for Gamma to roll around and coat himself in a fine layer of brown mud. The trip from Pluto's to the lodge would only take you about an hour overland, less if you kind of force march yourself and don't rush at all. No, I said that backwards. It'll take you an hour, less if you do rush, not if you don't rush. Hoo boy.
I don't think we're rushing. I mean, because we were like so early in our
Yeah.
timeline of doing this at all.
Oh yeah. No, we're not rushing. We got so much time. I feel like that we got this expression machine a lot faster than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This seems as good a time as any to ask Ted about one
Mhm.
of my animal powers.
Yep.
I have taken the Sixth Sense power.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, which allows me to sense danger and react to a threat faster than your enemy can attack. You can activate this power when an enemy tries to sneak close by. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to know that, but putting that aside for a second. Every feral point you spend modifies your scout roll by +2.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. +2 what?
So +2 modification. It adds 2 skill dice.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I forgot to level up. I got 5 experience right now.
And the reason I bring this up now is because as we
Yep.
approach Dogtown, just given the current sort of state of alert and awareness, I would like to spend a feral point to improve my scout rolls. to just sort of have my head on a swivel, um, to make sure we're not being clocked by sentinels or drones.
Yeah, any more than normal.
Right.
That's an E power, which is an enhancing power. You activate the power when you do something else, usually when you roll for a skill or perform a maneuver. Does not count as an action. Roll for the power first, and then for the skill. Oh, roll for feral effect first, and then for
Right.
Got it. Okay.
And is it just a base die for the feral?
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
roll for feral points, it's just base dice.
Cool. So I don't know when that's
sounds like- yeah.
appropriate, but if it becomes appropriate, I'm just giving you the heads up that I would like to utilize that.
Mechanically speaking, if somebody is trying to ambush you, they make a scout roll they make a sneak roll that is contested by the person, the individual or group being ambushed, then opposes with a scout roll. 6 cents
Gotcha.
would allow you to spend feral points to add 2 skill dice
Gotcha.
per feral point when you make that roll.
I got you. So it sounds like it's only relevant if we're being ambushed.
Yeah, I would say it's relevant anytime something is trying to basically be a hidden threat as opposed
Okay.
to a
Gotcha.
present threat.
Gotcha. It's not so
I think that
it doesn't
apply
function
to,
like a
like-
Spidey sense where I get an opportunity to get a heads up for any incoming threat.
Anything that I would say that anything that you would make a scout roll to resist, and the example I will use here that's not an ambushing creature is like when you all were going to the cat territory
Mhm.
and there were hidden traps. I would definitely allow Sixth Sense to apply
Gotcha.
to any roll to detect those as well.
Gotcha.
In terms of like just activating it while you're looking around, I don't think it's supposed to be used that way mechanically, but like
Great.
I'm kind of inclined to.
I think the scenario he's describing is like more close.
feels more like an
because he's
active
not like,
scout.
hey, I want to like make my scout rolls always good. It's like I'm looking for hidden danger, which is, exactly what the skill kind of is meant
Right.
for.
Is that sentinel staring at us for too long? Is that
Yeah, I
do I
think
see
it's
him twitch in
closer.
a way, right, that I interpret as a threat? Also,
Whether or not
it-
he has to use it and for it or not, that's obviously one thing. But
Right,
I think the scenario is as close as we can get to does it apply or not?
Yeah, I would say it would
Oh.
not be necessary because
Okay.
I mean you're going to be actively looking around and watching
Yep.
for dangers and things like that.
Great.
But without needing to make a scout roll,
Mhm.
I don't think there's any reason to make you spend the feral points. If that
Understood.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but cool thing to have because
Yeah.
Mhm.
we need someone who's good at that because
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are good at scout, but it's nice to have like a bonus.
Yeah.
Someone that's
absolutely.
really good at scouting.
Yeah,
Well, that's really good at like panic related scout. Like
yeah,
I'm terrified related scouting.
yeah.
I feel like we need that. I feel like we need that. I did do my level up. I just upgraded my dominate, by the way. So I'm back
Okay.
at 0.
Nice.
You travel for a solid hour through I guess afternoon at this point. And it is reaching what we'd think of as 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon when the lodge draws ahead of you. The trip has been uneventful. You don't see hide nor hair of anything. Not other mutants, not hunting parties, not watchers, nothing. Even the The woods feel actually almost eerily calm. You'd have expected that there would be some sort of wildlife or maybe even a monster that you'd run into, but there's nothing. Now, whether that's because you're on the edge of the woods, whether that's because who knows? Who knows?
Can we make our approach not just like heading directly kind of south? I'd like to approach as if we were approaching from the terrarium side.
Okay, so kind of
Oh, smart.
head to the
Right,
lodge.
yeah, if
hit
we're looking at the
trail
map,
on
right, we're heading to the north of Dogtown, so we just hook around, so we're coming in at the east of Dogtown.
Yeah, absolutely.
As if we've been walking west the whole time.
Right. As if we haven't been coming from the cat tribe.
From the cat territory,
Right.
yep.
Yeah. Smart.
Look, they might not be looking for us, but if
Yeah.
they're like, you see a frog coming from the cat territory.
Right. Right. If you see a frog, a lizard, and a badger coming from the cat territory.
Wait a minute. Are any of us wearing black clothing? The cat hair is going to give us away. Big time.
Yeah, not a problem. Adds a little bit of time to your trip, but not an immense amount to walk past and kind of hit the trail and come up from the west. You do actually join a couple other groups that seem to be coming from that direction. There is a pair of apes, a pair of chimpanzees who are hauling a pack of stuff, a closed pack, clearly heading to the lodge to do some trading. The gates, as they always are open with a pair of a pair of dogs in one in each of the guard towers. There are another pair of, this time, wolves standing in the gateway, checking people and claiming weapons. The drones that you saw hovering above the two watchtowers are, well, whether they're the same ones, no clue, but there are still drones hovering above those towers. They don't seem to be paying you any more attention than they pay any of the other individuals here. And the guards watch as you all fall in line, and the line eventually creeps its way, with you all finding yourselves in front of the guards, who just leave your weapons here. You're here for what?
Trade, pleasure, diplomacy. Hey, don't I know you? Do I recognize this guy? New guard? Same guard.
New guard.
What happened to Johnny 55?
He's alive.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm on rotation. I'm here. If you want to go in, leave your weapons here.
Hey, I hear you.
You know the rules.
Of course. Not my first Dogtown rodeo.
Oh, welcome back. Always happy for repeat customers.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular. You know, you should get
That's
to
like a-
get
like
this used to seeing us.
Should have like a punch card, you know?
Oh god.
Oh, is there a VIP line?
He looks around the one line. You're in it.
Right.
VIP after you, good sir.
No, you go. No, you go. You go first. You go.
Don't mind if
Nobody
I do.
goes in without leaving your weapons, though.
Oh,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, I will go first.
Oh God.
I leave my weapons. Did they try to take my staff, or am I allowed to keep my staff?
Your seer staff, I think that you're allowed to keep.
Yeah. They've never taken it before, but
Oh
I also have
yeah.
the switchblade. You didn't see this coming.
Oh shit.
The sound of
Okay.
3 different guns being leveled at you.
What it is like you gotta leave your guns behind. It's just Neo from the Matrix. Right? We open our jackets.
What the?
Guys, we gotta get guns. Gotta get
Please, bro. Um,
Oh, while they're like setting like weapons on, I go, I would have something to leave if anybody would make me a slingshot.
hey, are you gonna do this in front of the nice man?
Doing what? Just asking for a
Oh
friend
my
to do me a
God.
favor that they've been saying they're gonna
I
do.
will do it, man. Fuck.
Just in case there's any confusion, and I pull out my slingshot to hand it over. This is what a slingshot looks like.
Okay.
They will take.
Okay.
They will take all of your weapons and gesture you inside.
Just
Anybody
three
trying
friends shitting on
to
each
pass a
other.
weapon? Is anybody trying to sneak a weapon by them other than the seer staff?
Oh no,
No.
Okay.
I'm not. But I am being very annoying, like a regular to a new guy. You don't know my box, bro. This is our box.
Oh shit, that's you guys? They told us there was a special box, but I thought they were fucking with us.
No, man, I told you, VIP.
We should like get you all a separate room or separate line or something.
Mhm.
Anyway, enjoy your stay. Enjoy your good luck with your business. Next.
Okay. Wow. As we're walking away,
That is a hell of a callback to remember that they did in fact make a box for for your group.
come on now. I just don't like doing the recaps. I remember shit. Yeah. But as we're walking away, hey, I don't. The security is just not on it, like it's just. Come on, you see that?
Oh,
You see
why
how they
did-
treated us VIPs.
Mm, there could be improvement in decorum, but they're just doing their jobs.
Like I get it. At least with the reptile tribe, we're not really polite. Now that I think about it, it's very hypocritical for us to say that.
I think you're right.
I'm
You
still going
think-
to complain.
Agreed. Well, shall we make it to Gargolin, or go see our friend first?
Mm. I think. Do you just
Well,
want to get the trade out the way?
Well,
Hmm,
I think once the trade's complete, we need to get out of Dogtown as quick as possible.
Oh,
I don't know that
right.
we want to be walking around Dogtown with this other item.
Then we should
Right.
take care of business. Other business first, and then business.
Agreed.
Well, I mean, we could do the trade and then he could drive us off, We can talk.
You mean once with the
Yeah,
what? And I'm like nodding towards Hugh's backpack.
we do the big thing and then we go talk to Alloy and
Oh, right. I think Hugh means that once we do the thing, then we'll have the heat on us again, and we'll need to
Right.
make haste.
Yeah, we're gonna have a crazy piece of look around, make sure I'm not being listened to. There aren't people around. We're gonna have a crazy piece of contraband on us.
Hey,
You had not said that. The very first words out of my mouth were about to be, "Oh, what kind of contraband?"
Right. You haven't
There is
heard
no
the
one
band.
paying
You haven't heard the band
specific
The
attention
Contras?
to you.
How dare you?
While no one is paying specific attention to you, you do see a face in the crowd that you do recognize. You do recognize the face of Ringo, the iguana trader who does a lot of business here and has occasionally served as go between you and Truffaut.
Oh yeah, my hands. Oh, I was like, go on, go on.
I'm immediately going to walk in a different direction. Like,
Oh,
I
that's
don't want-
awesome because my hands go up and I'm shouting Ringo.
Yeah, perfect.
Ringo, who is talking to one of the many merchants here in the lodge, suddenly looks up, looks around, puts his hands up, hey, and holds up a finger to the dog that he's been talking to, and as Hugh begins to walk off, walks over to the other two reptiles, to the two of you.
lizard
Hey.
handshake. Lizard handshake off rip.
Yeah, we do we do the lizard handshake that only lizards know.
Yep, and back and explode.
Mhm.
Hey, what
Oh,
brings
yeah.
you all here? What you got going? Got some business? Looking for something? Surely you're not gonna trust one of these guys to find you something without coming to old Ringo first.
Hey, you know how it is. You got to go talk to our own people real first. You know, just how it goes, right?
Yeah,
But we
you know
got
you're our main man.
yes. Yeah, you are reptile. I was gonna say my dog, but I realized that doesn't work here.
Well, I suppose when in Dogtown, though, maybe that is the parlance.
I'm gonna look around like I said something bad. Nobody said nothing. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. You my dog. Looking around again.
He's saying it.
All right.
Holy.
I'm too scared to say it.
Bro, if someone says something to me, I'm instantly apologize. But no, but yeah, we got some business going on here. Some real, keep it low key though, Ringo. You can't tell nobody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's the word? You know me. I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, we're buying jackets.
He smooths out his big puffy jacket. Oh,
Yeah, get this.
must
We
be
had
something
jackets.
important.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had jackets. We're getting new jackets.
Fancy.
Good jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hard to beat a broken in comfy jacket though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't even know if we're going to find anything better, but, always good to check.
Wait, are we still talking about jackets?
What
Well,
are you...
if you really need an extra large jacket for, say, a big furry friend, I hear there's going to be something. There's going to be a special trade at the helicopter later tomorrow night.
Mm.
Maybe
Okay.
I'll see you all there.
Inside track. Mm-hmm. Say no
Oh, yeah.
more.
We're gonna bring something, and it's gonna be fucking crazy, man.
All right. Well, just keep it on the down low. Not everybody has to know.
I get it. Just wanted to come talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ringo, you ever make it to the cat tribe?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm about to head up that way, actually.
Maybe,
Oh, okay.
yeah, maybe skip that one. Things have been a
Wait.
little crazy, I hear, up there.
Hmm.
I mean, that's kind of why I'm headed up there. I heard there was some real big skirmish.
Oh yeah.
Oh. And they like you though, right?
Everybody likes Ringo.
Everybody likes
You're
Ringo.
you're right, man. Dap me up. Dap me up again.
We do the entire handshake all over again.
I keep getting the explosion a little too late. I don't. Yeah,
It's tough when there's more than two.
right?
Why? What have you heard about up there?
Oh, just that things were crazy.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Is it? I mean, I heard the rats invaded. I mean, like
Yeah, the whole rat thing
lots of
is.
casualties. Cats are on the back leg.
Mm,
I figure if
Oh,
I
yeah.
run some supplies up now, maybe I can get a better deal for some of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Totally. You should
Ringo.
totally do that.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, stock up before you go. You'll make a killing.
All right. Got to tell everybody.
Right. Hey.
Oh, no one's
Hey.
listening. I mean, if someone was listening, they would have told him to not use the dog word.
I'm gonna look around again. He said it. There's some. But right. You go up there. Hey. Oh God. I got a friend up there. I haven't seen him in a while, so it's go ask about my guy here. I'm gonna lean in real close. Nightclaw. Yeah, Nightclaw. That's the one. Nightclaw.
Nightclaw
What's
is the
he got?
leader. Nightshade is the hunter.
Nightshade. They got damn near the same name. It's so
Yeah.
confusing.
Ringo nods. All right. I'm gonna probably head up after the exchange, the coat exchange.
Right.
So
Oh, wait. I thought you said you were going to the helicopter. You're going to get jackets here and then go to the cat tribe.
Dude.
yes, that is what I am doing. I'm just not heading up to the cat tribes immediately.
Oh,
Gotta make
gotcha.
sure I make that coat exchange first.
Boy, we're all of us getting new jackets today.
Yep.
All right.
And he just starts to wander off. Hey,
Let's go get that slingshot.
yeah, hey, if you want to go up and see your friend, I mean, I wouldn't be amiss to like a
Nah.
guard, but
I think
we'll talk after the
yeah.
the coat trade.
Yeah.
Hey, keep
Oh,
it keep stay safe. Keep it safe. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of watchers around lately. I don't know what's going on, but
Oh yeah.
times
Fuck,
are.
hell if I know.
Yeah, times are crazy right now, honestly.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of jackets, Hugh has our jackets. Where is he?
all right,
Hugh.
While
Right,
this
Hugh-
whole conversation is going, where are you heading to?
Well, Hugh, like upon seeing Ringo, he immediately turned heel and started walking away, right? And then he heard Gamma and Big L and Ringo making these massive introductions. And so now Hugh is like, well, I can't just turn around and walk back, but also no one's following me. And I just said that I'm not going to make this trade until we've got stuff done. So Hugh's now just maybe 15, 20 feet away from everybody, just sort of like wandering around, like looking around, like not really doing much of anything, like waiting for his friends to be done, not wanting to rejoin that group, just sort of trying to look inconspicuous, but looking very conspicuous in that process.
He's so real.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
go back is social suicide. You couldn't dare
Right.
go back now.
Right. No, like I just made it clear that I don't want to be associated with this. Like the fact that no one followed my lead. Oh God, now what do I do?
Are you just waiting, kind of milling around, trying to stay out, like
Yep.
low key, but also waiting for Ringo to head off?
Yep. This is
Okay.
like it. If we were in like the trading area, like he would absentmindedly be like picking up random things as if he were shopping, but clearly is not actually doing any shopping.
Yeah, I mean, you're right near the trading area, so
Yeah, then that's exactly it.
okay.
Yeah. Do a little window
you know what
shopping.
this is like, right? In my head, we're just hanging out with a friend, and our other friend has 30 pounds of cocaine in their book bag. Right down the street from the sheriff's office.
Just be cool.
Yes,
Be cool.
you awkwardly watch from a distance as the three lizards have this conversation, and then Ringo does eventually head back over to the dog to whom he was speaking before, and they pick up their conversation again. Your friends
Yeah,
are
you
still
you
standing
see
there.
us like looking around.
Okay. Yeah, I'll rejoin you at that point.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, there you are.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought about coming back, and then I saw y'all doing that handshake, and I figured I should give you guys some space.
Hmm. That's very kind of you.
yeah, I get it. That's real. That's real.
Hmm. I don't think I speak for myself here. I'd love to teach you it, but
No, that's a little too weird, you know.
yeah, it's sort of well, you know.
Look, I understand.
Hey, we were thinking about getting you.
I totally get it. It's cool. It's cool.
Right.
He neither understands nor totally gets it.
Wait, I know. We should have our own handshake.
Hey, we should totally make a handshake. We still gotta trade our jacket.
Well, yeah, but doesn't mean we can't think about a handshake while we're doing it.
That's real. That's
You got the stuff, Hugh?
Uh, yeah, I guess. What
All right,
stuff are we talking about?
hand it over. The
Uh,
jackets.
oh
Wait.
yeah, oh yeah.
Out here?
Oh, actually, that's great. He'll be like, okay, I guess, and he'll start to pull the expression machine out of his back.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, what the?
I'm just not on the same page as you guys today. Apparently, what are you looking for? Oh, the jackets. Oh yeah, here.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Flip my jacket inside out.
Okay. Where are you heading? What you doing?
Ted, can we trade these jackets for different jackets and still have like an even trade?
Even trade, no problem.
Hell yeah. New jacket acquired. I hold my old one and say goodbye to it. And then hand it over.
I think while the trade is going down for my new jacket, it's like that moment where I like forget to let go.
You're like, sir?
Oh, my bad. Take care of it.
You definitely got a weird look as they're trying to take this jacket.
Come on, look at me. You think my guy cares about opinions now? Look at his cold, dead eyes.
Ugh.
Jackets exchanged.
Hell yeah.
The merchant's alley essentially is a little less bustling than normal, but still probably the busiest place in most of Paradise Valley.
Oh yeah, I immediately forget about my old jacket and I'm obsessed with the new one.
It's one of those ones that has those like pull strings at the bottom to cinch it to your body.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm showing that off big time.
What the fuck? Mine don't have that.
No, yours is totally cool though. I'm jealous.
hold up.
I wish I could have yours, honestly.
Yeah, bro, hold up. Look at this. Look at this. It got a pocket on the inside.
Not fair.
Yeah. Just know I'm gonna use that pocket all the time.
All right, just let me know when you do.
As a person that has so many jackets with a pocket on the inside, I never use that pocket.
Do we need other equipment? I feel like we're actually like good on equipment, but like, are we trying to trade up for
I can
food and
go
water,
get, like,
or do we want to try to handle that ourselves? You know, because we have hunters in the party.
I could go get materials to like make your slingshot, or you can just go get a slingshot. But like, I feel like it'd be cheaper to just
Well,
make one. You think? I think.
yeah, and my guess is if we're not allowed to have weapons in here, the likelihood that you can trade for a fully functioning weapon in here is not high.
Oh yeah, that is also a thing that happens.
Yeah. Or if they do, it's like sent, like,
Right.
sent to,
Yeah, it's
to like
delivered.
wherever your stuff. Yeah, exactly. Right. You're like, you can't have it on you.
It's sort of like buying a weapon at like a sporting goods store where, okay, you've paid for it. Now I'm going to walk you to your,
Right.
I'm going to walk you to the gates and I will hand it to you outside.
Yeah. I'd rather you make it though, right? Because don't you have an ability to roll to make it?
Yeah, I rolled.
Yeah, I would rather you make it for me. Don't buy it for me,
Yeah.
sir.
Everything's pointing towards making it, so I think I'll just like go grab some materials to go make it.
It's illegal to buy the gun here, but it's not. It's legal to buy all the parts to make the gun.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think.
Sorry, I'm pulling up the actual talent to get the full description because I think you just have to have basically like materials, right? You can build
Material.
simple
Yeah, it's
with a few
literally
hours
all
work
you do.
with and access to raw materials like scrap. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to like maybe like get stuff here, but then make the sling shot or whatever
Yeah,
when we leave, like as we're camping or something?
yeah. That's most likely what's gonna happen.
Yeah. That's cool. Then it sounds like I can't think of anything else to like try to get it at the moment here. So let's take care. I mean, let's take care of business then.
Okay. Take care of business.
Oh well, if we take care of business, we're leaving. So do we want to go bother our friend? I don't have anything to say to them other than bother them. So do we want to say we bothered them, or do we want to actually talk to them?
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd like to. Similarly, I don't have anything to say to him, but I would like to check in with him and just see if he has anything to say to us.
Cool.
I'm just gonna keep making a whole bunch of a name for him while we bother him, and that's the only thing that's happening.
Okay. Aldoran 97.
Aldrin. Aldrin 97 is easily enough found in the the little VW rabbit that serves as his den. cramped and definitely not the nicest place you've ever been, with most of the windows lacking their glass. The windshield is covered by a essentially a large woven sheet. But you knock on the metal of the frame of the vehicle, and he pushes aside a little something, a little metal tray that is blocking one of the windows. His
Okay.
his scabies definitely seems to have gotten a little bit worse in the time that since you've last seen him. As more of his fur is starting to like really clump together, and his skin is looking bad, but his face splits in a smile when he sees you all. And, oh, you're back. What what brings you by my place? You all
Oh,
have, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
are
we were
you
just back in town. We thought we'd stop in and see how you're feeling.
Looking good. You do something with your hair?
are you part reptile?
Uh, he scratches behind one of his ears, which is almost completely devoid of fur at this point. But is, despite all of that, chipper, as he just kind of uh, fills you in on the most recent local kind of gossip. He talks about, yeah, we've had these you've seen our newest residents, and he gestures over towards the drones above the towers. We've had these other couple sentinels coming by every now and then, but they haven't actually taken anybody, and that's kind of weird for them to be here this long. But I guess we should just be happy that nobody's been taken. What's even weirder is they haven't even been up to speak to Leica at all. I mean, not that I expect her to get off her ass and actually like come down here and do anything. But
How is it that they talk to her?
well, I mean, normally they just kind of have you ever heard them make that loud kind of shrieking sound?
It's
They
terrifying.
Yeah, it's horrible, but they do that, and that, I guess, kind of brings her lets her know that they want to talk to her. That's assuming one of those ones with the screen doesn't show up. I don't like those guys. I don't like those ones.
Hey,
I don't like those.
you've seen a watcher with a flat head?
With the weird screen, the weird glowy face, and their face moves. Yeah. Every now and then they come sometimes.
I think
Usually only when they're bringing like the largest supply runs, when they bring that gross kibble food that the dogs seem to really enjoy.
hmm,
We haven't had one in a while, but those ones will just go right into the lodge. The others, the sentinels are too big, and then so Leica has to come out and meet them out here.
Oh, so they ring the alarm, and then Leica comes out, and one of them just, you know, shouts.
But yeah, I mean they don't really shout if she's standing there, but
Hmm,
they shriek to let her know that they're here and want to talk to her.
right. And then she walks up to what? One of the tread ones? The
Yeah,
ones with wheel
yeah.
legs?
One of the sentinels,
Hmm.
the tread sentinels.
So the thing blares, and she comes out. Unless
Yeah.
one of the screen ones come in, and they will just walk in. They seem more important than the others.
I guess, yeah. I mean yeah. I don't I try not to look at him too long. I don't want him to notice me.
Hmm. I think that's smart. ODB, are you thinking what I'm thinking about this piece of information about Leica?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If need be, we have a way of setting an ambush for her.
I'm gonna. Hey, I hear you. I think this sounds good.
That sounds crazy. That is not a good idea, but incredible information.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of our worst ideas, but also
Hmm.
it could be done.
Right. I mean, we just get one of those horns, blare it, out she comes. Steps into 30 traps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody else is just gonna come too. Then
Right, right. Yeah. Not we should not do anything with this information, but what a
this
thought.
information will come in handy one day.
You has it happened? Have you seen?
He like zones out. I. s- What are we talking about?
Hmm. So one of those flatheads hasn't been here in a while though.
Yeah, not for a while now. Not since they brought us. Not since the last kibble load. Maybe I don't. A couple months ago. I mean, it was after Winter's Blood, but
Winter's blood.
before not Spring Fling. What is the fucking holiday?
The spring fling is great.
Yeah, it's now
not a
canonically Spring Fling.
Not Wild.
it's not
It was
officially
sometime between-
recognized. But there's a petition for it.
Before Wild Dance, but sometime between Winter's Blood and Wild Dance. It's been a little while.
Do they always come with the food shipment?
No.
Sometimes. they
Sometimes
do.
that's just Watchers. Or I'm sorry, just the Sentinels.
Hmm. But sometimes.
Sometimes. Once or twice that I've seen.
Interesting. When they come, they immediately go into the lodge? Do they stay? What else do they do? Do they leave?
I mean, like I said, I try to not be noticed, but those ones usually don't stay long. They'll talk to Leica and then sometimes they'll pick somebody and then they take them and they leave. They don't stay here long.
Hmm.
I don't know what kind of things they talk about with Leica, but she's always a little more on edge after they leave. I mean,
Who
I don't
wouldn't
blame
know?
her having to can you imagine having one of those things staring at you? Ugh.
Terrifying. I think I have a picture of it here. I bring up the drawing that I think I still have in my pocket.
Yeah, that's oh god, put that away. Put it away.
Put it away. Well, who would know what they talk about?
Only Leica, or I guess Leica's bodyguard.
Who's Leica's bodyguard? Do we know them?
I believe Hugh went with Drake to speak when Drake went to speak to Leica. I believe Hugh went with Drake. If I remember correctly, went to the top floor of the lodge and saw Sputnik 07, a large male wolf, very powerful, very big, strong, physically dominant, wearing an orange jumpsuit similar to the one that Leica 09 herself wears. There were a couple other individuals there, a pack largely of wolves.
Hmm. That'd be a tough nut to crack, right? Dogs and loyalty, the pack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but interesting.
Hey, you ever see something that a watcher that looks like the tank ones, but with like legs, spindly legs?
He scratches at his chin and is visibly thinking. Bits of fur just kind of fall onto the floor of the wreck that he's living in.
You gonna eat that?
Nothing like that. No, I don't think so.
I do snatch up his hair with my tongue and swallow.
Oh,
Good lord.
Bro,
I mean, it's literally a clump of hair. That's all there is to it.
I don't think me and Gamma are the best representatives of the replicators. Two fucking freaks, bro. Two fucking freaks.
Yeah, it does not taste great either because it is fur and it is
Hey, you can't
disease.
tell my character what they taste and what they like and don't like.
Fair, that's fair.
Wild.
I mean, it's scabies is caused by tiny little mites, so it is bugs. I guess
hell yeah.
technically.
Oh, bro, we're we're weird. We're a weird bunch. We're a weird fucking. I know I said I want to eat people, but
oh goodness. Oh.
please get me away from fucking ailment number 94.
This is actually like super good information we're getting from. It's not a lot of it is like actionable, but like we're learning.
Super helpful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's great. It's great. Are you gonna eat that? What's so fucking funny?
Just such a wild thing to say to somebody.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Okay, I'm
Gang.
locking
right.
in. We're locking in. Does anyone have questions for Aldrin?
Anything else from Aldrin? He is absolutely willing to entertain your conversation as long as you want to talk to him.
I give him my ration and water. I give him my ration to eat for the day. Because my man's being so good, and it also looks like he's hungry.
He definitely looks like he has seen better days and very gratefully accepts your offer to him.
I ask him if he's done anything new with the place.
Yeah. How did you notice? I mean, surprised you noticed. I got a new. No. There's nothing. It's.
Oh, all
And
right.
I switched out the blanket up there, and I mean, I figure it got rained on for a while, so it was probably cleaner than the one I was sleeping on. So I swapped those out.
Oh,
I'll
see
probably
that's
take
what
the
I
other one down
mean.
to the.
Look, we're friends. I'm just noticing. You're switching things up. It's nice.
Yeah, we're like super good friends.
Yeah, you ever need me for anything, just say the word. Old Aldrin 97 is happy to help.
Do you mean that?
Yeah.
Bro, stop talking.
Would you do anything?
Please, please.
Well, I mean, I don't know about anything. Like, what do you, I mean? But I'll happily, I'll try. I'll do everything I can.
That's all we can ask.
All right, aloe vera. I think we should go.
All right, wait, what? Okay, bye. It feels extra mean calling somebody with a skin condition aloe vera.
Aloe vera.
Fuck, it's hard finding more words, man.
God. Are you part reptile? He asked.
Monstrous.
Pretty, I don't know, man.
Oh goodness. Hey, so it sounds like staking out the like food delivery to the dogs is also a way to ambush one of those squareheads.
Mhm.
Not guaranteed, but that's a possibility.
You definitely learn a lot, learn a lot
Yeah.
by take one down.
I mean, we could take it alive, ask it questions,
Hmm.
right? Disable it. That sounds insane, right? One of those has got to be so dangerous, and it's not obviously not going to be alone. You know,
The last one we like fought blew up.
the last weird one we fought blew up. Holy shit!
If only there were a weapon that existed that would disable these things entirely.
Yo, let's get it. Adam, save us.
Oh my god!
Oh, well, now you're counting on the wrong thing.
Wait, is that what that was? Oh my god! I just now realized.
What?
Is that what the imp me? Me the most?
Imp? Yeah, the EMP.
Oh my god!
Oni, you can't be serious.
I swear
That's
to God, I was like,
My guy.
hey guys, I make traps. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, easy. That's an easy miss. Yeah, let's try to fix a coffee machine.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's go over to my man Gagarin's place.
You know, the stakes don't sound so high when we just say it like that, right? Let's go fix a coffee machine.
Right.
Yeah, no big deal.
Context, this is like the most mundane shit ever.
Yeah, yeah. We're getting jackets for fixing coffee machines. Everything is very normal and safe. I
Do you
described
care?
I described this game to my mother, and she said it sounds like a nightmare. She was like, everything is like terrible. The place is terrible. I'm like, yeah, it actually is, but it's like Watership Down, right? It's like really fun and terrifying at the same time.
Oh yeah. I told my coworker. He asked me what my first sauna was after.
Yes, you what?
He asked me what my first sauna was after.
Oh, well, your first zone. Okay, yep. What was it though?
It's a bad. It's literally my profile picture.
It's bad.
All right, you all know where Gagarin's scrap cabin is. The one other actual building, as opposed to RV or rusted out vehicle, Um, you all know where the scrap cabin is, and find the same setup that you saw the last time you were there. A pair of guards standing outside, one with um, an old archaic, no, not archaic, artifact shotgun. The other with a large machete. They are standing to either side of the door, and as you approach, the individual with the gun holds up a hand. Holds up a hand and just says, "You have business with Gagarin?"
Yeah. Tell him Eiserman 19 is back, and he's gonna want to see us.
Okay, you go. You can go in. You leave your weapons with my friend here, or with your friends, either way.
Oh, we're VIP.
Until Gagarin tells me otherwise, only one person allowed in the cabin at a time.
Ah, dang
Well,
it.
I'll wait here with my friends, and you go talk to Gagarin.
Also,
And
you know we
also-
don't have weapons,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people I catch with that.
Oh. Well, how
Open-
many do you catch?
Yeah, like how many?
We're gonna need your weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you a little chuckle and looks at his companion, says, "Watch them. We'll go speak to Gagarin." And goes
He's
inside.
all right.
Yeah. So how long have you guys been working?
A few moments later, he returns outside. Gagarin says he will see the three of you, but we will accompany you. There will be no funny business.
There might be some funny business. I mean, you guys are pretty funny.
No business, and you stay in the hallway. You do not go into any of the other rooms unless Mr. Gagarin tells you to follow him. You understand?
You got it.
He gives a shrill whistle, and one of the nearby patrols comes over to stand outside of the scrap cabin. As these two fall in, the guy with the shotgun behind the three of you, the guy with the machete going in first, and leads you into the somewhat familiar for some of you cramped cabin. The lobby area that you are in, basically like a 10 by 12 room. The plant that you all wanted to steal still in its little holder on the wall. And immediately standing in front, oh my God, excuse me, standing in front of the door directly ahead of you is the small terrier form of Gagarin 11. His eyes are wide. He is rubbing his hands together in very excited anticipation. Just, no, you found it. You have it. You have what you what you want to trade. The two wolves stand to either one on the right side, one on the left side, standing next to the door that that you all who have been here before know leads into Gagarin's room. The other next to a closed door, leading. You all have seen into a room just full of scrap, various bits and bobs that have been scavenged and brought to Gagarin. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it.
I'll pull it out and I'll hold on to it. And I'll say, look, I've got it, and I've got it right here. And we can certainly happy to swap it out as is, but I want to be clear. I want to be upfront with you. It's not quite working yet. I've done one round of repairs, but it could really use another round of repairs to get it really humming, right? I thought if anyone's going to have the tools and the materials I need to get the repairs done, it would be you. I thought if I did them here with you, right, you could see how they were done so that if you need to do them in the future, you'd at least have a shot at getting that done. Would you give me the time to try and make the final repairs on this?
Make a dominate roll.
Good boy.
Now, before you do that, let me make sure I have Gagarin's rank.
Can I Ultra Instinct to try to help my boy?
You absolutely can.
Hell yeah.
All right. What rank is Hugh?
He's a 3. Um,
I'm gonna use my free reroll. Wait, dang it. Sir?
2 successes.
2 successes. And if I push, any damage that comes up, I take that damage?
Correct.
Okay. 2
Wait,
successes is
is
pretty
this
good.
is this the time where the recap can help?
This is
Yeah.
that. I just rolled that. I went from 1
Okay.
success to 2. I'm
I'm now
deciding
trying
whether
to remember we have that. That's all.
Yes, thank you.
That is
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you. I think hold on. I need to just read the scry totem thing again because I can't remember if it does or does not apply. You cannot combine the totem with sudden visions. Rituals necessary to use the totem. Okay. Yeah, the 2 successes.
Okay.
I see a great future.
Alrighty. So, Gagarin is higher rank than you,
Mhm.
but you don't have more people on your side. What you're asking for doesn't really cost him anything. In fact, it actually helps him. So that's +1. You've helped your opponent earlier. You've definitely traded with him. You all have a fairly congenial relationship with him. I think that applies
Okay.
as well. So you are rank 3, but Gagarin is still a rank 8. So I think you're going to end up with a total of a -2 modification to this roll when all is said and done. I don't know
Yikers.
how much dominate you have in terms of skill ranks.
None.
Okay.
So,
We will-
does the -2 essentially cancel out the +2 that I get from the Ultra Instinct?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
The Ultra Instinct is you just have 2 successes right now. The
Gotcha.
-2 would be you will roll 2 skill dice,
Gotcha.
and if they come up successes, that will
Okay.
deduct from.
Now, I also have a hockey mask, although I can't imagine I'm wearing it right now. So I don't think that just
It
having
doesn't. I mean,
one, right?
it's
Okay.
still an artifact, so I will still throw that in there, and that is a +1. So you're actually on a total modification of right. It's a +1 for the hockey mask.
Yeah, I believe so.
So
Oh.
you're actually only at a total of -1. So you'll
Okay.
roll 1 skill die in addition to your
Yep.
base stat.
All right, here we go.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. No, it's a gear bonus on the hold on.
Yeah.
But I do
okay.
give you 2 successes.
Yeah, I was going to say
automatically.
you have 2 successes automatically. You did not get any negative successes. He does need to make a sense emotion roll. You can push if you want to get more successes, but let me get his roll and I can tell you if that will even matter. Because God forbid this thing give me the ability to just pull up Gagarin. There it is right there. Okay. with 0 successes on Gagarin's sense emotion roll to resist your dominate, and the 2 successes coming in from the Ultra Instinct. Gagarin nods along as you're going over everything. His eyes narrow a little bit when you mention that it doesn't work, and then you say, "Hey, but if you help me fix it, then you'll know what to do for next time." And Gagarin looks at the 2 wolves, looks at you. Give me just a second. I've got something. Watch them. Don't let them go anywhere. And he turns around, takes a set of keys off of his belt, and undoes the lock on the door behind him. In the brief moment that the door is open and he slips in, you can see that the window behind the door is boarded up, and the shelves are much more sparse than the rooms that you have seen before. But what is there seems to be far more taken care of, far better taken care of. And he reaches onto one of the shelves, pulls off a leather roll similar to the one that you've actually seen in the terrarium, similar to the one that Esperanza had that, when unrolled, contains a bunch of tools. And sure enough, he gestures for you to follow him, leads you into the kitchen / bedroom / office area, and rolls out a very, very, very immaculate set of tools.
Cool.
I've had to fix my baby a few times, and these have been very, very useful for doing so. What do we need to do?
This should be great. Here's what I'd like to do under this circumstance. You let me know if it's even remotely possible. The first and most important thing I want to get done is I clearly want to fix this thing for him. I'm not trying to fudge that at all. Right?
Okay.
I want to fix this thing for him so we can get the trade done. In the process, what I'd like to do is, in order to fix this thing, I'm going to suggest, like, hey, I need to pick a couple things out from that scrap room, right? Just to patch things, I'm really looking for things like wires, right? Because what I'd like to do is have just enough scrap of wires or things left over that I think might allow me to attach the E-Pack that I have to the megaphone that I have.
Okay.
You follow what I'm trying to accomplish here?
Yep, I do.
Okay. And but I am going to be pretty cautious about it. Like, if he's watching me like a hawk, I'll easily let that go and just fix the machine. Like, I'm going to try and do it sort of underhandedly, but if I catch him, taking account of every last scrap that is generated while I'm fixing this thing, then I'll just leave him on the table.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to have you make a comprehend roll, because you're going to need to make a comprehend roll just to repair the
Yep. That makes sense.
just to repair the expression machine.
Mhm.
You do get a +2 gear bonus to this roll, so you'll roll 2 gear dice
Okay.
for the electronic toolkit that he is providing you to fix this device.
Great. I'm going to
You
roll that
can
now.
definitely get in there as part of this roll to get whatever scrap you need. I think any successes above and beyond what is required to fix the toolkit, which is actually not that many, is essentially going to serve as stunts to gather the materials needed for fixing the megaphone, which you are also kind of comprehending at the same time. Does that make sense? Does
That sounds
seem
great.
reasonable?
Yep.
Perfect.
That sounds great. Here we go. Do I take damage from gear dice?
You do not. The gear actually takes the damage. So
Oh,
if
boy.
you push,
Yeah.
this electronic toolkit is ultimately destroyed during, not destroyed, but ruined during your efforts to fix this. I can tell you right now with your, because you have 2 successes on this comprehend roll.
Yep.
You have fixed the expression machine.
Okay.
You are absolutely able to do that. And you have found yourself with a handful of wires, a couple of capacitors, enough bits
Mhm.
you think can fix this megaphone. But
Okay.
it'll that the
Mhm.
process of doing that will be a little difficult without something similar to this toolkit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let this. This is good enough for me for the time being. I've fixed the machine. I've got the parts that I need. I may not have the tools that I need, but now having seen this kit, I at least know what at least in my mind, the ideal version of those tools are. So this is a success as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it. I can't be 100% certain because I got to be honest, I don't know how to make the juice that you like so much. Do you think you could show me how to make it?
In the new machine or in
No, in the new machine. Let's test it. Let's make sure it works. You want to make sure it works, right?
hell yeah. He takes the machine from the table
Mhm.
like he is picking up an explosive device. He
Nice.
is
Yeah.
so careful and so delicate as he sets this machine down next to his current coffee machine. He looks around at it, he plugs it into the wall, it lights up. His eyes go wide. All right, now I think if we pull this thing out here, we put the coffee in here, slides it back in, and some water in here, and goes through all the steps of well, not all the steps, because he's never seen an espresso machine before.
Right.
He doesn't know about, tamping down the grounds or, stirring them up with the little whisk thing. But he knows how to use a coffee machine, so he knows the bare bones. And sure enough, after a few moments, this entire area smells vaguely of coffee. Pours it into he lets it pour into 2 little cups and hands one over to you, Hugh.
Yeah.
Gives you a little cheers of the coffee cups
Mhm.
to expression.
Expression. Uh, um,
Sure it'll grow on me.
yeah, it's intense.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like it's missing a little something though. Well, I'll figure that out. Figure that out.
Surely, in this momentous occasion, it behooves us all to share in this moment.
Yeah, everybody come in here. Everybody come in here. Get in here. Get in here. And he will go through the process a few more times to offer everybody a cup of what essentially comes down to concentrated coffee, I guess.
Yeah. Right.
He doesn't have espresso beans.
Right.
So in a weird way, it's kind of diluted. But like it's not nearly as much water, and it's definitely not as good as what you had before.
I don't know
Delicious.
about you, man. This shit hit me like crack in the '80s, bro. I fucking love this.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Odie.
This is my favorite drink.
What happens if you put coffee in an espresso machine? Can produce a weak, thin, and potentially bitter result. Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
What an incredible thing. Who could imagine that they would have made something like this. Who wants to express themselves?
Mm, okay. Express myself. Oh, I would love to shoot that guy's shotgun.
That's a great expression.
Is that okay? It's your turn now.
Oh, I would like to have those cigarettes.
Okay. Your turn.
Um, Hugh, having had a little bit more time, ingested the espresso a little earlier, a little bit more time for it to hit his system, right? The caffeine is starting to take effect. I think he goes on for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes um, at like hyperspeed, talking about how he wants a set of tools as cool as Gagarin's. Uh, he wants another expression machine so that he can have one, so he can never lose this feeling. Um, he wants uh, to have more time to practice the special handshake that we've come up with. Maybe Gagarin and I need a special handshake because we're trading buddies now. Maybe there needs to be a trade handshake for the trade society. Maybe we need to create a trade society, and we'll continue to go on. At some point, somehow intuits the second verse of Madonna's "Express Yourself," and eventually just runs out of steam. It's like, I think, I think, I think maybe I've had enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a
You
great expression.
yeah, you expressed yourself a lot,
Mm.
Gregarian.
Um, um, I think my coffee is better, but I'm very excited, and you've given me exactly what I asked for, and so get I should get what I owe you. No one will ever say that Gagarin 11 doesn't 11. Am I? Yeah, Gagarin 11. That's my name.
If
No one
you
will ever
say so.
say that Gagarin 11 doesn't keep his word.
Hmm.
Ah,
About
I'll-
that, though, could we have a bit of discretion?
I nod towards his armed guards.
Oh, so they're here. They're here to make sure nobody tries anything funny with all the special stuff I've got here.
Oh,
They'll
all
keep
right.
quiet. They know what'll they know what Leica will do to them if the trade stops.
Hmm.
And if nobody can be trusted with what we've got, then the trade will. Tell you what. You two wait here. You two go stand in the hallway. Like, you catch them doing that thing where you've got a weird taste on your tongue and you're like kind of they're doing that as they're eyeing the cups that they've given him and they set them down. Yeah, right, boss. We'll go wait in the hallway. Yeah, all of you wait here. I'll be right back. And steps out. You can hear the keys going into the. You can actually see him through the open archway, putting the keys back into the lock on the door, and disappearing into that little room again.
I gather
It does not-
whatever remnants are left of people's drinks and drink that.
Check the dregs of everyone else's as
Yeah.
It is bitter and it is not great, but hey, it does what it's supposed to do. It's got caffeine. He appears again a moment later, holding a strange cylindrical object. I mean, you definitely can see the resemblance between it and say a shotgun that the guard was holding. It's built the same way, although it is not quite the same. Oops. All right, here you go. The Emp, and as promised, a working power pack. And because I like you all so much, I know you've got a way to light this. And he produces in his hand 3 cigarettes, one for each of you. You said and he's looking at Bieber 93. You said you wanted to try one of Leica's cigarettes. She won't notice a couple are missing from a pack for a while.
Gagarin, my man.
You just remember that when you find cool things and you want to trade them for cool things that I have, you come to Gagarin 11 first.
Absolutely.
I take mine and kind of run it underneath my little nostrils, and I slip it into my inside pocket.
As we have gone over fairly recently, your jacket doesn't have an inside pocket.
Oh yeah, yeah. I meant my robe. Like I go to put it in my inside jacket pocket, and I go, oh.
ODB, I have nowhere to put this. Can you hold it for me?
Oh,
You can
I
definitely
got
put it in
you.
your own pocket. So, you know what? I will give you all the artifact card for a carton of cigarettes later. Essentially, if you smoke a cigarette, you get a +1 domination. I'm sorry, a +1 modification on dominate rolls while smoking. The downside is for every cigarette you smoke, roll a base die, and if you roll a biohazard symbol, you suffer a point of rot.
Ugh.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh, what do you do about rot?
A carton would normally contain 10 packs, each containing 20 smoke sticks, but you each have 1 cigarette.
The rot. How do you decontaminate?
I'm now trying to mentally calculate
Oh.
approximately how many dice I have to roll to see how much rot Adam Pasakowicz gets over having smoked for like 30 years.
Are these permanent rot points?
It's not a permanent point, although it could become a permanent point.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
'cause I
happy you're
see
thinking
there
about
are
the
permanent
consequences.
rot
For
points.
rot, hold on.
Yeah.
Because I don't give a fuck about these consequences. I'm gonna smoke this bitch as soon as it's cool.
Look, we are smoking. Yeah, I was thinking we go to like whenever you guys want to, but I was thinking like at camp we light up, right?
Okay.
But
we
we could do it right
definitely-
now. I mean, if you guys want to, we could do it right now.
No,
It's
we gotta do
definitely
it,
a
when
victory
it's cold.
cigarette situation.
Yeah.
No, I gotta do this for the aura, right? When I do like some real cool shit, like oh yeah,
You're saving it for a samurai moment
yeah. Bro, I gotta.
when it's time to pop off.
Basically, you maintain that rot point until you have a sufficient time for it to go away or do something. Normally, when you get rot, if you're in like a contaminated area or something, leaving the area and then cleaning yourself would get rid of some of those rot points. For something like a cigarette, it would just be basically a period of time. The downside of this is whenever you are about to lose rot, you roll base dice for every point that you're losing. And again, if you roll a biohazard symbol, that rot point becomes permanent. So it's possible, but you would basically need to roll 2 biohazards, 1 to get the point in the first place, and then 1 when losing it to make it permanent.
And having rot, it looks like when you suffer rot, you roll base dice equal to your total rot,
Yep.
and every biohazard you suffer damage. So like
Correct.
that's having rot is obviously not good, but it will hurt you if you keep
Correct.
getting rot.
Yeah.
So
That's obviously a bigger issue in a contaminated area where you're getting rot every so often. Basically, being in a contaminated area has a chance to just eventually kill you from strength damage. But I guess theoretically, chain smoking can also kill you in this
yeah.
game.
Yo, how's Leica alive? Hey, another way to kill Leica is rot. I bet she's rotted out the fucking gills.
Gotta ask her if she wants wants to bum a cigarette.
Well, guys, how do we know how to kill Leica so good? It's not good information.
Well, just don't smoke a whole pack at a time.
Yeah. Okay, we're still smoking it though, obviously.
Oh yeah, no, we're
You're not.
this
You're not the
cigarette
boss of me.
will get smoked.
Yeah, you know my dad.
Well, I mean, he gets +1 to dominate. He might be the boss of you.
Yeah,
Ooh.
true.
I don't know. I just got a 2. I just got a 2 in domination. I might be the boss with my 1 cigarette. That makes it a 3.
Is
Is
there stuff he has that we can get?
do you mean just in general? Like he
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have
like-
like an open store or anything like that. It's more of you tell him what you need and maybe he's got it.
Yeah. How do I know what I need though?
Well, I
He
will
does
ask
have-
him.
he- yeah.
I will ask him. Hey, listen. I know, and I wouldn't ask you to give up that spectacular set of tools. They are really nice, but look, you've seen what I can do, and you've seen what I can find. And so if you've got maybe a lesser set or a spare set or a tool here or there, a loose tool here or there that you think you might be able to trade for a relatively decent value, um, that could end up helping you out in the future with even better trades.
You okay? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, you give me a little bit of time. You find something that you think is worth any gestures over to the toolkit that you all were using a minute ago. You find something good. I will make sure that the next time you come here, I've got another one of these waiting for you. Because you and me, we're trading buddies now. We're coffee pals. You can't.
Yeah, I will move close to Gagarin and be like, I'm nodding, my eyes are wide, like, oh yeah, absolutely. I'll find something worthy of it, and we'll make another killer deal. It'll be great. And I'll reach out my hand and I'll start on the non-existent trader's handshake that I think I'm just going to be able to wing, and clearly, like 3 seconds into it, like I'm just like moving his hand all around, like it's a disaster.
Gagarin is totally into it. The two reptiles behind you are physically in just pain from the cringe.
Awesome.
Just like
What do you mean? This is great. They're working out a handshake. It's awesome.
yeah, but it's bad. It's real awkward.
I think at one point we knock heads.
Very experimental. I didn't know you were so avant-garde, Hugh.
Who? You mean Iserman, right?
Mm-hmm. Didn't I just say that?
I don't know. Ever since I had that drink, there's been this ringing in my ears.
Iserman, Alan Garzerman. I think I just said that.
Excellent. Well, look, that's a great deal. I'll do my best to find you something good. because man, a set of tools like that would be great. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, you wanna see something? You wanna see something else really cool? You wanna see something else really
Yeah,
cool?
of course.
He leads you all past the little room and into one of the larger rooms. The two wolves kind of watch all of you go. You can see that they are on edge, on alert. The room that he leads you into, you've actually been into these little rooms before. There's just stuff laying all over the floor. And in one corner, kind of cleanly tucked away, he leads you over to a very plush, very surprisingly clean. There is not a single bit of grunge anywhere on the upholstery of this very overstuffed armchair. He sits down for a minute. Check it out. Check it out. Wait, here. Iserman, you try it.
Okay.
Iserman?
Yeah, what is that? Some
Oh, sorry, I was
Some
muting
kind of-
myself.
bucket.
Yeah, I approach it and I go to sit down in it, and just before I touch it, I recoil a little bit, and I take my jacket off and put it on top of my pack, right, and ease myself into it. Oh, oh,
Now wait.
that's
Here. This is not just an armchair. No. This is a recliner. A recliner in perfect working order. I've been working on it for a while now. Had to get the hinges all greased up and find plenty of, man, finding stuffing for this thing is real hard these days. But
as he's talking about the work that he's done and putting it on, Iserman Hewlett sort of hears Gregarian's voice, but it gets softer and softer as Iserman sinks deeper and deeper into this recliner and starts to contemplate how quickly he could murder Gregarian at this point, and how difficult it would be to take this fantastically comfortable contraption that feels like a hug out. And as he falls deeper and deeper into this fantasy, he then begins to feel his heart beating a million miles a second in his chest. And it's like, to himself, I think I got to get out. This is bad. I think I got to get out of here. And like doesn't understand how to like put the footrest or anything down. So basically rolls off the side of the recliner to get out of it. Yeah, look, that's amazing. Uh, I don't know how you get anything done with that in here.
that's why it's in here instead of in my office. I wouldn't do anything. Anyway, you guys want? He sets the chair back up into a full armchair mode. You guys want to try real quick?
I hop in. I'm covered in mud, dude. Like dried mud.
Oh no! Come on!
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wow. This is pretty good.
So fucking good.
Okay. Yeah. Get. Oh, get. Oh, I gotta clean it now.
Right?
ODB, give it a go.
I hop off.
Oh yeah, okay. My big dusty ass. I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Okay, get
ooh,
out.
this is real good.
Yeah,
Oh,
get
okay.
out. Get out.
I
Get
gotta
out.
go.
Get out.
Okay.
Get out. I've got a lot of work to do.
Oh, oh, shit.
Guards will guards will show you out. Good doing business with you. Here, and he picks up just a roll of ratty, ragged fabric. You can hide that in there.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Hmm.
God, you didn't have
As
to wiggle while you were in it. Now I gotta get that out of the guards.
I ask the guard if we can shoot their shotgun.
Hell yeah.
No. Why would you think I would let you do this? I'm working. Go. Just
Oh, wow. Oh, what time do you get off work?
get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, all right.
God. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying, right? Like security, man, fucking rules.
Mm.
Why won't they let us use their weapons? Just try it out.
They are not gentle escorting you to the door.
Wait,
You find yourself-
he said we could have that plant.
They push you through the doors and go back to standing beside to either side of it. Get the fuck out of here now. Go.
All right, catch you next time.
All right.
I'm gonna get that gun.
Man. That plant would
We're
look really good in
revolutionary
Pluto's place.
leaders.
Yeah, we'll come back for it though.
Yeah.
Look, I think
All
the
right.
next order of business is to get to that helicopter and meet up
Mhm.
Oh
with our
yeah.
friends so we can hand off this new piece of equipment.
Mm. And hey, Hugh, great job, by the way.
Oh, well, shy, thanks.
And if we didn't have you, I don't know where we'd be.
I do know where I would be. Well, right now, I need to go take a shit. I've been holding it for so long.
Oh. Hey, where do you do that here?
I don't know. I was just gonna leave and shit in the woods.
Oh, okay. I've just been going between those buildings.
There's a pool in the basement.
One day.
Oh, we're gonna do it for you, man. We're gonna do it for you. So you said in between those two buildings?
Yeah, you're right there. Hang a left.
All right. I'm about to go drop a deuce between those buildings and come back. Okay.
All right.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh God. Okay. It is 11:30. If we want to push on to the helicopter, we can do that. This does feel like a reasonable stopping point if people need to be
Yeah.
able to get up early.
Seems like a good spot.
Okay.
Oh,
This is a
yeah.
great spot.
all
Very
exploding
relieved.
Night. Just absolutely killing me tonight.
Guys, the you gonna eat that was crazy.
You're gonna eat that is so fucking sick.
It's so gross.
I was holding it so gross. I was holding it together until I heard Oni laughing, and I couldn't do it.
You It's the fact that you said it, and I was like, that is so fucking crazy. And Ted refused to acknowledge that for that second. And I was like, I gotta say it. Like, I gotta.
I was just gonna let it go. I was just gonna let it go until you said it, and then I lost my shit. Like,
That was too funny to pass. I couldn't let it go.
Jesus Christ.
oh, okay, all right, okay. Hold on, real quick here.
The dog bit was wild. The dog word.
Yes, yes, it was. Okay, all right.
Oh,
Everybody marks one experience just for participating.
Heck yeah.
Did you?
hell yeah.
Sacrifice or risk something for the tribe or the resistance or your PC buddy. Let's go down. Did sacrifice or risk something for your tribe? Like there was
No.
I don't think so.
not a lot
No.
of tribal. It was fairly easy session. Sacrifice or risk for the resistance, however.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like that's a big yes.
there's fucking drones watching you all walk around with a weapon designed to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I get whoever is carrying that. There should be an EMP rifle item available in the
Got it
gear.
already.
Okay.
Go.
Does it have the full set of stats? You can see that it's like you can see its gear bonus and all that.
I'll take a look at it as soon as we get through the experience thing, but
Okay.
I definitely found the actual entry for it, so I didn't have to add anything. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
but I will
preferable.
confirm that it's got all the bonuses when I take a look at it.
Did you
And-
sacrifice or risk something for your PC buddy?
Did I risk anything for Hewlert?
Mm.
I mean, there might be an argument for like trying to persuade them to like use the tools to fix the thing. Because that's like if it. I mean, I don't know what would have happened if like it didn't go. You know, they wouldn't allow.
Well, I
us,
mean,
but-
without that dominate roll, I'm sorry, without the scry roll, that dominate roll does not succeed. So
Yeah, I would have been toast.
I would think that would be a reasonable
Okay.
mark.
I mean, right. The other thing that I would add to that you wouldn't know. I don't know for certain, but I'm relatively certain at this point. Is that being a successful dominate roll means that I gain a rank.
Yo, that's
you wanna know
huge
where
for
That's-
Hugh.
It's enormous for you.
I'm so glad that was the reality that you brought into being, my friend.
Right.
Well,
Did you
and
sacrifice? Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, like, I appreciate that, but I'm pretty sure it was your scrying roll that
Well,
made that
yes,
happen.
but
Right.
yes, but you know the situation was
Yeah,
yours. You know, what I mean?
Absolutely. Gotcha.
It was a moment for you,
Yeah, gotcha.
for Hugh.
Who?
Who? Doctor.
That fucking bit.
Oh, the Doctor Who bit. Jesus. Did you sacrifice or risk something for the NPC you want to keep safe or to mess with the NPC you hate?
No.
Nobody's NPCs, nothing really. Sacrifice or risk something to reach your big dream?
I don't know. No, because this is like the resistance stuff.
I feel like this is big for me. I feel like this is a big step for my new dream of overthrowing the Watchers.
Having a weapon that
hunting.
kills Watchers.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot you did change yours.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for Hewlett, I think it sort of is a pretty big step towards trying to understand human shit, right? To try and figure out whatever riddle he thinks that means. He got to fuck around with an espresso machine. As a result of the friendship he's stroked up, he got to sit in a recliner. I feel like I should message Maggie and let her know how happy Hewlett was about that. But those are two pretty human things that he
Yeah.
did not have before session.
Sounds like everybody's getting 3 experience. If I did that
Heck
math right, which
yeah.
I definitely could not have done, or could have done not correctly. And yeah, changing in rank, you definitely defeated another animal with a higher rank in a dominance conflict.
Hell yeah.
Oh man,
There
what's
was
that
no
bring
real
you
life
to?
risk and no real
Brings
defeat.
me
So
all the way up to rank 4.
Yo,
I mean,
Hey,
I will
you're
take
not
it.
that
Don't
far away.
right.
moving up.
Well, moving up, and like I'm dangerously close to getting this megaphone working too.
Is that just a megaphone, or is it going to make the sound we don't like and hurts us?
Megaphone effect modification +2 to dominate, manipulate, and intimidate, but only in situations where raising your voice is relevant. So, for
Yep.
example,
Oh, okay.
Well, like
like
a riot we were just in.
right,
Well, we
that's
started.
exactly what I was thinking. We want to do some more rabble rousing. We want this megaphone working.
Yeah, that's
We're
That's
becoming a
pretty
real
good.
dominant party here. We got what? We got +1 to like when we smoke. we got
You
we
got
got this
hockey
megaphone.
masks, intimidating
We,
masks.
Now, I will say, usually you can only take the bonus from one piece of gear to any particular roll, but that does give you a lot of options, as well as options for different situations, because you may not always want to, shriek into a megaphone, but you can still wear a hockey mask.
yeah, we got like a couple. Like, okay, I got a 2. I don't know. Like, what do you guys got? We're actually really good at dominating people. All right.
Yeah, you said you have a 2 in dominate.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I have 3. My base dice is 5 though, so
Right.
8
you
dice.
know, I just have more extra dice. But yeah, having 2, that's good.
I think. Right.
I mean, it comes up, and you guys have been like actively doing it. You know.
Having only
I got.
one skill for basically all social interactions is very interesting. But I mean, it makes sense given the nature behind the mutants. You know,
Yeah.
you are animals. It's less about, hey, can I convince you, and more of, can I make you do this thing?
All right. I know exactly where I'm spending my 5 points. 1 point into fight.
Yeah, it looks like it's in there. Gear bonus
I think
+3 to shoot and weapon damage 3, but only against robots and other electronic devices. Any armor a robot has offers no protection against this weapon.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
And it's base damage 3 with a +3 gear bonus to hit.
How many bullets, like, right? Like, how many times can you shoot it? It needs an E-pack, but what does that mean?
So you don't track specific ammo. Essentially, because it has a gear bonus of +3, you roll 3 gear dice to attack. Should that number ever reach 0, rather than the EMP rifle
Right.
itself breaking necessarily, the
It's
E-pack
the
will
E-pack.
run out.
Ah, okay. So like your gear dice break, and that's it running out of juice.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
If
Okay.
somehow you ever, well, yeah, it just needs to be loaded with an E-pack. It's not as obviously specific as tracking bullets.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I almost like didn't want to know, and I wanted Hugh to just rip this thing out one time, right, and just like blast something for the first time. But I also did want to know what we risked everything for. That thing's crazy. I mean, that thing's good enough that like anybody can be using it. I mean, I
Oh,
think
absolutely.
whoever has the higher fight score obviously is going to be better at doing that.
Shoot.
Drake aside. Oh, shooting. Isn't shooting just fight?
No, there's a shoot
No.
skill under agility.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah.
is a
I
shoot
mean,
skill. Yeah.
like if we end up keeping this thing, like if we go to the resistance and they're like, "Oh, great, now that you've got it, we want you to use it to do the following things," I've got to imagine it's probably going to be best in Big Al's hands.
I agree.
I am so honored because I want to shoot this shit so bad.
I want to see you shoot this thing so bad.
Wish.
Oh, my bad, guys, I broke it.
Oh shit. As long as all 3 gear die don't break on the first time and it's nothing but failures, then I think even if we get 1 success in that scenario, it's worth it.
Oh yeah.
But surely this game won't punish us and make the first time it gets used it breaks if we get to keep it, which I think we might. Or we might go use it or get it at some point. To hunt one of the squareheads, which we know travels with a convoy of food for the dogs sometimes.
Yeah. At the
The
end,
other
we might have to jump one of those and give it to the cat tribe, right?
Maybe. Cat Tribe is like scared right now though, you know.
Yeah,
you've been told that the kibble that the Watchers largely deliver tastes disgusting to anybody that is not a dog.
Oh,
Mhm.
this kibble. Okay, I thought it was like regular rations.
I mean, not all of it. The dog tribe is rolling in food and water and other stuff, but yeah, a lot of it is that kibble that not even the wolves and the foxes find tasty.
The dog tribe is how people look at eating British food. You telling me you don't want to?